Welcome everybody to Daily Meditation Online hosted by the Buddhist Studies Institute, a project founded by Pema Chödrön. During our season of practice, daily meditation is live streamed every day to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. You're welcome to join us any day or every day. My name is Namkai. Today I am the host of Daily Meditation. I was certified as a meditation instructor in 2019. And today, Michael will lead us in calm abiding meditation practice. After the meditation, I will read one of the 5 Buddhist precepts to integrate our study of ethics and practice. I'm going to post a link in the chat for those of you on Zoom, which has everything you need to participate today. And if you're coming to us on YouTube or Facebook, welcome. We're so glad to have you with us. And that same link is available underneath the video. And that has everything you need to participate today, including the daily prayers. So now it is my pleasure to welcome Michael to the screen to lead us into calm abiding meditation practice.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Namkai. Thanks everybody for coming to calm abiding today. I'm Michael, and I'm a certified meditation instructor with the Buddhist Studies Institute. And every day, for 100 days, and we're coming up on the 100th day soon, we have been meditating, calm abiding practice every day, and we'll guide you through this practice this afternoon. So as usual, we will always begin our practice by invoking the refuge prayer. And so we place our hands together at heart center. You can follow along if you wish. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, the Yidam, and the Khandro. I take refuge in the Sa, Lung, Tigle, and their nature, the Bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Ho, mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle. In order that they might find comfort and ease in the luminosity and all-pervading space of the true nature of their mind, I generate the immeasurable love, joy, compassion, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of Bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. And with our every practice, we'll establish a proper 7-point Vajra posture. The most important aspect, the first point, is our seat. And with our seat, we always want to establish our hips a little higher than our knees. And if you're sitting in a chair, sit tucked all the way back, feet flat on the ground. If you're sitting on a cushion or on the floor, legs crossed in front of you, and popping a cushion under your bottom just to elevate your hips at a higher level than your knees, or sitting a little bit forward on your meditation cushion will help with this seat. So once you've got a nice seat, we can elongate our vertebrae and straighten our spines and widen our shoulders, bring them out a bit, opening our chest and allowing our arms to fall gently down to our sides. Bring our awareness up to our neck, and we can tuck our chin in just a little bit to establish a straight line with our neck and our spine. Coming up to the crown of the head, we can establish a further line from our tailbone up our spine, across the straight line of our neck, and we can imagine a thin thread shooting into the sky, up from the crown of our head, establishing this long, straight line with our bodies. And we bring our awareness down across our forehead to our eyes. Our eyes, we always hold a soft gaze, roughly about 1 or 2 feet in front of us on the ground. Eyes half closed, partially closed, and not staring at any particular objects or points, just a nice soft gaze. So we can bring our awareness down to our jaw, and we want to relax our jaw. We want to make sure that we are not clenching our mouth or holding any tension in our jaw. And once we've loosened and relaxed our mouth, we can take our tongue and rest it right on the roof of our mouth, just behind the front teeth. Our lips are naturally parted or just lightly touching, with our mouth relaxed, coming down to the abdomen, and we keep this relaxed and our bellies are nice and soft, making sure once again that our hips are at a higher level than our knees, our back is straight, our shoulders are out, and our arms are holding no tension as they fall naturally down to the sides. For a warm-up today, let's do a quick body scan, actually. So we'll begin with our toes. Now just allow your awareness to come to the tips of your toes, both feet. And we can go across the tops of the toes and around each toe, the space in between the toes. As we come up the sides of our feet and the tops and the bottoms of our feet, up to our ankles, and we can be aware of the space and the sensations or lack of sensations around our ankles as we allow our awareness to come up our forelegs and our calves on the inside and outside of our lower legs, up to our knees, and also behind our knees. And so we can be aware of this space and the sensations and lack of sensations on our knees, around our knees, as we allow our awareness to come up our thighs, the fronts of our thighs and the bottoms of our thighs, the inside and the outside, up to the pelvic floor and the bottom of the belly, just below the navel. And we can allow our awareness to spend a few moments here being aware of this area in the lower part of our body, around the pelvic floor. Just any lack of sensations or the space right below your belly. And so bring our awareness up our sides of our abdomen to each rib. And we can bring our awareness across each rib, up the sides and up the front, and also from the tailbone up the back of our spine. As we come up to the diaphragm and the sternum and our chest and our armpits and the lower part of our shoulder blades, and we can be aware of the area and the space, the lack of sensations or sensations in this part of our bodies. As we bring our awareness up our arms, from our hands to our elbows, being aware of the area around our elbows, up to our shoulders and armpits, feeling the sensations or lack of sensations around our armpits and around our shoulders, our shoulder blades, and the lower part of our neck. As we bring our awareness up the very top of our spine with that straight line that we're holding in our posture, and our throat and our mouth and our chin and the bottom of our face, being aware of this area of our neck, our throat, the line that we have with our spine and the back of our neck, being aware of any sensations or lack of sensations in this area of our bodies. As we allow our awareness to come across our face and up the hairline, up the back hairline, up the top of our head, and we can bring our awareness across our lips, to our cheeks, to our nose, our nostrils, our eyes, our earlobes, and up to the tops of our ears, the top of our head, around the forehead, as we bring our awareness all the way up, all the sides of our head, the sides and the front, the forehead and the back of the head, all the way up to the crown, where that thread is shooting into the sky, that is perfectly in line with our neck, that is in line with our spine, down to our seat. And let's take just a couple moments to establish this awareness of our body, from our toes all the way up to our hips, all the way up to our shoulders, across our face, up the back of the head, and up to the crown. And once you've gotten a nice relationship with your awareness and your body, its sensations and its lack of sensations, as we've taken this journey from our feet all the way up to our heads, we can take our hands. If you're feeling a little bit restless, a little bit energetic, let's place our hands palm down on our thighs for a bit more grounding. If you're feeling a bit sleepy, perhaps a bit fatigued, let's place our hands palms up on our thighs to perhaps gather a little more energy for our practice. And as always, we can rest our hands in the gesture of equanimity, one hand inside the other, thumbs touching or not, just nestled right below the navel. And take one moment to make any last little micro adjustments for your seat and the body posture. And for calm abiding practice today, we're going to do a free form meditation, thinking. So with thinking, we simply bring our awareness to our breath. We can pay attention to this sensation, perhaps right around our nostrils as we breathe in, and following the sensation of our breath as it fills our lungs and it expands our bellies. And as we exhale and the air comes back out of our nostrils, we can be aware of the temperature or the movement of this breath. And we pay attention to this throughout the practice. And if you end up becoming distracted from concentrating on the sensation of your breathing, and you notice that you're spending an area of your mind concentrating on something in particular, and you catch yourself, you simply come back to the beginning of the practice again and just say thinking, marking that experience thinking, and then coming back and just establishing an awareness with your breath once again. I'll pop in once or twice to remind you of that method while we meditate for the next 20 minutes. So to make any last adjustments with your body, make sure that you're comfortable and have enough energy for the practice. And we can begin now. gentle reminder that we're using the thinking method for calm abiding today. If you feel like you've gotten distracted or caught up in too many thoughts, we just come back to, we mark that with the word thinking internally, and we come back to the awareness of our breath. Okay, so let's begin to lose the thinking method so we can rest in a free meditative state just for a few brief moments, allowing our awareness to just come back out of the practice. Just take a few moments, just being aware of your mind and your body. And once we've come out of our practice, let's place our hands together once more, placing them at heart center to dedicate the merit of our practice today. May the teachings of the Buddha spread and flourish. May all beings be happy and joyful. May the Dharma be practiced day and night, and may the benefit for self and other be fully accomplished. Amen. And Namkai's going to talk about a precept, I believe. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Michael. That was perfect timing. And now we will do precept number 4, avoiding false speech. I avoid taking refuge in the lie of dualism, ever advancing towards less manipulative, self-protective, and deceptive speech. I refrain from using my speech for rationalizing neurotic views and behaviors. I refrain from all bigoted, sectarian, racist, sexist, judgmental, and arrogant speech that condemns others. I avoid harsh speech, gossip, and useless chatter. I develop increasing capacity for deep listening and authentic communication. I train my speech and emotions in order to use speech with nonviolence, empathy, sensitivity, and kindness. I use kind speech to set appropriate boundaries and respect others' boundaries in calmness and clarity. I respect confidentiality and respect the disclosures of others. I refrain from offering unsolicited advice. I recognize that silence or withholding can be a misuse of speech. I speak up to prevent others from being harmed by racism, sexism, abuse, and other forms of domination. Thank you again to Michael for leading us in meditation. Thank you for everyone for being here to practice. Please check out our 2 links, dakinimountain.org, our retreat center in Northern California, and the Buddhist Studies Institute.org, which has a list of all of our upcoming programs, newly organized. It's very clear. This meditation happens daily online with certified meditations instructors of the Buddhist Studies Institute. You're welcome to attend any day and every day. I'm now going to end the live stream for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll move into our members only discussion time on Zoom. Thank you everybody for being here.